boys, as you can see, a little bit higher, or it's a little bigger, but maybe just by like maybe 2 inches. Alright boys, Safford equipment was super great to work with. They shipped it out. I ordered it on that night. The very next morning they shipped it out right away. So that was awesome. That surprised me. Great company, great folks to deal with. I even called and talked to them on the phone just to make sure all was good before I ordered it. They were cool with shipping it over here and stuff because I just wasn't totally sure the way it looked on their website. But awesome folk. Like I said, the link's down below. So yeah, definitely keep them in mind if you're wanting one of these 8010s. I would hit them up. All right, boys. So first yard of the day. It's 7:28. But y'all see my little commercial property that week. Y'all see me do it plenty of times. I've already done all around the front and stuff. But out and back, it's kind of high back here. No, it wasn't too high by the road, but see if you can see this. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty high. You can see how it's coming up. You know, not too bad, but kind of thick and kind of wet. And I thought, hey, maybe the guys would like to see mowing this wet stuff with this Liberty Z. I think this is the owner's trailer. Let's set it. Camera here. So we're here at this yard. I may have seen this before. I mow all the way down there, all the way up around the corner. You know, there's shrubs all around the house. But anyway, right now, let's get some footage of trim this big whatever this is, and we'll trim these abelias some right here too. All right. Oh, and another thing, it's kind of starting to rain a little bit, and so hopefully we stay sort of dry today, but you know, I don't know. But I gotta keep moving though. you know, trimmed up these azaleas a little bit. Like I said, it's starting to rain, but something we're gonna test out real quick with the 8010 is I don't know if you can see, but up here there's rock beds that go all the way down there, come up like Dry Creek, you know, like river rounds stones. And so let's take our 8010 and see how good it does cleaning out those. There's not a ton of leaves in there right now, as there will be in the winter, but we're gonna go down there and blow them out. All right. When I was up there trimming that big bush, I was thinking that, if y'all, I don't know if y'all remember that, but they're like, man, we're out of Kool-Aid. And it's like, oh no, oh no. And you bust through the wall, and he's like, oh yeah. Oh man, things you think about out here solo lawn care, whoo, you know, Alright boys, out here mowing a ditch. You can see the other yard I was doing down the road. And this one, I pick up all the sticks in these natural areas you can see straight ahead of me and on the right. And on the wraparound out beside the house too. So there's another little ditch thing right here we're trying to do. I already had trimmed it at this point. This is another little piece of grass out there by the golf course, and I'm going and I'm making sure I blow, away from the golf course into the customer's property. All this natural area over here that you see to the right, and all straight in front of us, to pick up sticks and pine cones and stuff in there as well. So I'm gonna go back and forth, kind of making sure I blow this stuff away from there. And yeah, let's head on to the next clip. Alright boys, that over there's done. Shrubs trimmed. This yard done. There's a big yard in the back. I haven't recorded all of it or any of it because I didn't want to make this video too long. But let's get in the truck and talk about what I'm feeling so far about the blower. Alright boys, so just listening to the Green Industry podcast, so sorry if that last clip. I don't know if you ever try to talk on a video while you're listening to something pretty loud. It's pretty challenging. But anyway, yeah, so let's talk about this blower. I've ran a couple tanks through it. As y'all seen, I showed y'all a bunch of the yards I did today. Y'all have seen every one so far. It's not the end of the day though. I'm going to keep doing more, but I don't want to make this video too long. But some thoughts about it. Like I said, I ran a couple tanks, not full tanks, but I like the blower. I like it a lot. It's got a lot of power. The only downside that I see so far is it kind of feels like maybe it'll just break in. Maybe it's one of those kind of things that'll just break in, but it feels like the tube is kind of hard to move back and forth. I feel like maybe that accordion part, hopefully that will break in, and then it'll be easier, to use it. But I love the blower. Other than that, I love it. Like this yard right here that I just showed y'all where it had the slope, but we had a storm last night, and man, that driveway and that yard was covered, had a lot, not covered, but had a good bit of pine straw and junk on the driveway and on the grass and everything. And I was able to clean all that off and do it pretty fast. And I think that when we get into the leaves, that's when this blower is going to really shine. You know what I'm saying? Works good right now in grass, but I'm saying where you really notice the difference, I think, is in the leaves. But I notice even using it on the grass, like it's fast. It's really fast because of, just because of that power. So another thing I like that I didn't know about is the trigger. They make it like for 2 fingers, because sometimes, I don't know if y'all do this, but sometimes a lot of times it's this hand, but I'll want to use 2 fingers, and so they make it with 2 little dips, and this trigger's long enough for 2 fingers. You can just use 1 finger if you want, but 2 fingers works. That's another thing I like. Of course, I like the carbon fiber. The straps and everything are very, very comfortable. That's another thing I noticed, just the comfortability of it. Technically it does weigh a little bit more, a pound more than my Red Max, and at 317, I can feel a little bit more on my shoulders, just from using it all day. But the speed savings, especially in the fall, I think it's worth it. I think as of right now, I think this is the blower to have, you know, in fall. So I'm gonna keep using it, you know, and obviously I'll keep updating you guys and whatnot like that. But I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really happy with it so far. So yeah, man, I love a good apple for a snack while you're doing yards. So do y'all like apples? Y'all let me know. If you like to eat them while working, put it in your cooler. It's kind of nice and cold. Alright, boys, here's the setup for the day. See, no modifications needed. It fits exactly where my Red Max was. You know, it probably hangs down a little bit more, but you know, it works just fine. Got a bunch of sticks up there from some yards. We're here at another yard. Anyway, I'm gonna show you my setup.